I am doing a review for, oh gosh, one of my favorite yearly, since last year, my new, I don't know, addiction, obsession, the Guerlain Meteorites. And so this is the version from holiday 2015, and I'm shooting this closer up than I very often do, just so you can maybe see a little bit more the impact of the meteorites on my skin. So what I've done is I've taken just a really fluffy powder brush and I've put it all over my face, and then I've taken the little pad inside and I've dotted it on my eyes and on the top of my cheekbones to work kind of as a highlighter. And so I will show you the product in a minute, but first I'll tell you a little bit about it. So Guerlain Perles de Neiges, I can't pronounce anything French, meteorites. $80 for 1 ounce, so it's a little bit bigger than last year, but it also costs more. I think it was $65 last year, but it was smaller. And they say it's frosted light, radiance, and iridescence. And so what does it really look like? It's actually also sold out in a lot of places already. So this is it, and this is the packaging. It's like a ball, like a snow globe. I mean, this is really pretty, don't get me wrong. Honestly, I thought it looked prettier online than it does here. And this is, I read some other reviews online. This does have visible little tiny bits of shimmer in sunlight. I actually can't see it on my skin at all if the sun is not shining directly on my skin, but a few people said that it glistened on them and they look like a disco ball, which it doesn't happen to me. But you can use it as a highlighter, and it's a lighter shade this year. So there's a mirror up there. You get the little puff. It smells very strongly of violets. So you can kind of see the colors right there on the puff. And so you get 3 basic colors. You get this little ball, and this is a cooler toned shimmer. I mean a warmer toned shimmer, I'm sorry. This is not going to show up so well on the camera, which is why I do it on the regular camera, because it doesn't show up on video. So there are the two. The star is a little bit cooler toned with a little bit of pink undertone. This one right here has, I don't know, a platinum tint gold platinum peachy kind of thing going on. So you're getting a mix of these shades. And then you have this one, which is going to show up the least, believe it or not, even though it looks like it's the most pigmented. I just can't get the gold to show up well in pictures at all. And this is the one that has little bits of glimmer in it. It's just not going to show up on me. It's almost my skin tone, actually. I have a yellow undertone, and that's part of the problem on me. I just can't get it to show up, even with the camera. So there, I did it really dark. It still doesn't show up. You can see a slight little bit of gold. This one applies actually the most sheerly if you would apply it directly, and this is the one, like I said, that has that little bits of shimmer in it. And you probably can't see them glistening even though the sun's shining right on it. I felt like it was a kind of a gold beige, and it's very translucent, it's light, it really does have that finishing powder unless you build it up, in which case it has a highlighter effect, but a very subtle highlighter. What this actually reminded me of is the Chanel Camellia Jardin de Camellia's shimmer highlighter from last year. It was, again, a finishing powder with a highlight thing. This is a little bit more subtle. This one has less shimmer than the Camellia Jardin de Camellias, but I liked the fact that this also had kind of those cool platinum beige with a little bit of gold, which I find is a hard color sometimes to find in highlighters. Too often they are just too gold, and it's hard sometimes to find in a finishing powder too, where they can sometimes be just not slightly warm. They can lean a little too cold or a little too, I don't know, flat, I guess is a better word than but I really like this one. It does have fine shimmer. For me, it does create a luminous glow. And as I dot it on, you can kind of see. I think it brightens up my eyes. It opens up my face. I do apply it all over my face to get kind of that slight glow. And so that's where I'm kind of hesitating as I talk. If you don't want those little bits of shimmer, I think this is really best skipped. I really like the regular Meteorites, and I would go with those if you just want that finishing powder, that glow with that little tiny bits of shimmer that people can see in the sunlight. If you don't mind those little bits of shimmer, I think this is a really, really beautiful item. It's a collector's item, And it does have kind of a cool with a little bit of a warm tint to it. And I personally, with my skin tone, which isn't that dark, I do like it better as a finishing powder than as a highlight, but I will build it up on the eyes. More so, if you see, it really doesn't do much highlighting, a little bit on my cheeks. So that's pretty much what I have to say. What else did I write down? Oh, the other thing I was gonna say is Meteorites is a product you either love or you hate. For me, I think that it does work. I wear it every day. You can take a matte foundation, a regular foundation, whatever else, you put that on. I don't like too much powder. I've got dry skin, it gets kind of icky. It doesn't work so well for me. And this, I'll just put on like a BB cream or a CC cream, and I feel like I look younger and my pores look smaller and everything looks great and better and glow and all that. Some people don't see meteorites at all on their skin. They look at it and they're like, okay, it does nothing. So you either think it creates a luminous glow, or you don't see it at all. Even if it has little bits of shimmer. Mine did not arrive at all broken. In fact, I'll open it one more time. That's been an issue because the pearls can be really soft, is that sometimes they arrive crushed, and you can see mine are all completely intact until I drop them all over the place. So, yay or nay? Because I feel like when you have like this type of a product, you have to say, look, for me, this is a must-have. I will definitely use this, and I love this kind of a product, but you have to kind of weigh the different factors. If you're a fan of Meteorites, yes. If not, no, which is an awful answer, but that's how I'm gonna end the video. So please, I would love to hear comments, suggestions, thoughts, if you have them. Is it a glitter ball on you, or is it just that luminous sheen? Please subscribe on YouTube. Thanks.